Gorigenyo! Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight, and thank you so much for watching the premiere. Oh, right. Hey, yo! It is the real Ariel Noriboshi. And I'm glad to see every single one of you here. So, this is literally my first stream as a VTuber. Let's see who we got here. Josh, Annoying Feature, Kuraga, Fat Cats, Mew, Chase, Racer, Former Reformer King, Swayze, Cliff, Roxina, Yakumo, my sibling, with Leo, and last but not least, Tea Leaf, the artist for my cover. She did amazing. You should definitely follow her. 4 a.m. Wow. Hi, Mew. I know, right? Alright, I'll turn the BGM down a little bit. What do you think of the BGM? I made it myself. Cornish pasties. I've heard good things about those. So yeah, Scuffed chat. I tried figuring out the CSS for removing the background and stuff, but couldn't really do that. Pokemon traveling through a forest. That'd be the first time I've heard that. I like it though. Aw, thank you. Yakumo-san, yahoo! Arigato! Hai. Hai, これは私の初めての配信。Thank you, everyone. So, from your childhood, huh? What a game. That kind of nostalgia is the best. Alright, hydration check. So, I've been wanting to do a Sound Horizon cover for a while now, but I've been too busy with a whole lot of other stuff. And then for my 250 subscriber special, I was finally able to do it. And so the reason I chose Kowareta Marionette was because my mama, Shiren, had performed it at, I believe, an anime convention where she is. There's live footage of that somewhere, but out of respect for her privacy, I won't link it. But, hey, Racer! Monster isn't gonna hydrate you. Clonoa, huh? I've heard good things about that series. I never actually got to play those games myself. I remember seeing it in magazines back in the day, though. But yeah, that's one of Namco's forgotten franchises. I haven't really, It's between that and, Phew, there's too many of those. What that word meant. Mama's busy? Very busy. So am I. So if it gives a Klonoa vibe, huh? Good to know. I wasn't aiming for anything particularly, in that direction, but if people are enjoying that. Norigenyo! Hey, Simulants! Welcome. Glad you could make it. So, in addition to my mama knowing, well, having performed Kowareta Marionette, it's actually a song that I've known pretty well. I've been practicing it a lot in my vocal training. So, I thought it'd be a safe safe choice for a second cover. Thanks, Josh! Creepy good, huh? So yeah, my setup's a little bit scuffed. I'm sitting on my bed. Got my ring light with my iPhone hooked up. My audio interface is right there. And then my mic is on the left side. The Covered in Naughty compilation. Hey! Good one. Aw, thanks, Cliff. I keep getting sidetracked and I don't actually know where to... Do I go? Oh, yes, it... 来てくれてありがとう、ヤクモさん。Oh, good luck with that. I'll do my best. 頑張ります. Good night, Josh. Good luck with the class. I have something to get up. I have something at 8 a.m. to get up for too. That would be Calliope Mori's Spiral Tones remix review. I'm hoping that I'm gonna get featured in it. I worked really hard on that. Oh, it's okay for me to call you One-chan? Okay, just making sure because I know you don't identify as female. But I know in Japanese there isn't really like I remember trying to look up the gender neutral term for what that I would call a sibling because of you. And I couldn't find anything. But One-chan is okay? Yokatta. Sweet smile. Yep, the song review's in just over 8.5 hours. And actually, working on the track for that, for Spiral Tones. Oh, thank you, T. Working on the track for that. That was the test bed. Cliff McConair here. Are you still in chat? He was the one who showed me the. Hi, sad boy. I keep getting sidetracked by chat, but I wouldn't read all your messages. Aw, thanks, Bruxina. Oh yes, so Cliff here was the one who, when I finally was able to show my face in public, showed me tools I could use for rock and metal music that I wasn't previously using, and my Spiral Tones remix was actually the test bed for all of it. And it was leaps and bounds over anything else that I'd made before that. So it's all thanks to him that it came out as good as it did. I included him in the special thanks at the end of the video, if you remember that. Oyasumi, One-chan. Magoon, thank you for coming. Hi. I'm a star student. Woo! So yeah, that working on Spiral Tones did a lot for my future songs, including especially the instrumental for this cover. After the Spiral Tones remix, I ended up learning a lot about the tools that Cliff gave me, and good night, fat cats. Thank you for stopping by. Rest well. Another one of my machines. There we go. And I just saw the comment from Cliff. Fantastic work! Thank you. And thanks, Leo. And Chase. But yeah, it may have been Spiral Tones may have been a test run for all of that, but I was able to get some really good results right off the bat. And then I'm especially happy with the sounds of the guitars in my in the track for Kowareta Marionette. I don't know how long I'm going for it. I was thinking of maybe stopping in like 35 minutes because I gotta get to sleep for Callie's remix review, but who knows? I was just gonna go see where this takes us. So the guitars in the track for Kowareta Marionette, the rhythm guitars especially Just about everything there was using tools that Cliff gave me. The amp, the cabinet simulator, I mean, and the bass sounds, Metal GTX. I guess it's like a sound font, but there are other, customization things that allow for more detailed sound design than just a regular sound font. But it just sounded so crunchy and strong. I also had... Oh, of course, I love Hololive! Callie's one of my biggest influences. Sad Boy, have you heard my Spiral Tones remix? If not, you might want to check that out. But yes, I am extremely inspired by Callie. And the rest of Holomyth. And now Iris. But mostly Callie. And that's also why my Spiral Tones remix had so much effort put into it. I wanted to meet her. I wanted to thank her for all the inspiration. Oh. How long did it take? I don't remember when I started. It was sometime late last month, but I wasn't working on it the whole time because I was balancing a lot of other stuff. I'm opening up the project file on my other PC. Dang, Simulants, they're working you really hard. A 12 and a half hour shift? Holy shift! Getting a little scratchy. Water. Time to hydrate a little bit more. Yes, Broxina. Crunchy, smooth. Yeah, 12 hours, that's a big oof. Still got energy. Well. Hold up. The chat widget finally wanted to work. I think. Oh, there we go! Thanks, Simulants! 2 lunch breaks. Yeah. That's a long... Well, I mean, you do have to work a pretty long shift to get 2 lunch breaks. Yes, the project file's taking a long time to open up because of the mastering plugin. After I apply that, it takes like 2 to 3 minutes to open a given project. I think it's also a big part of why my remix of Callie's Excuse My Rudeness, but could you please RIP almost crashes FL Studio when I open it. Thank you, Broxina. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good night. I'm glad you made it too. Norigenyo! Oh yes, my custom greeting. It doubles as a hello and a goodbye because Gokigenyo is just like that. Haven't decided if I wanted to use Otsunori, but the chat isn't staying on screen, Simulants, would you happen to know how to make the... Are the widget... Is there a thing, like, on the widget settings on Streamlabs? Oh, hide message after... Oh, always show messages. There we go. Alright, there, that should work now. I'm gonna drop a message in chat. Oh, good night, Swayze. Test! Thanks. Testo! Yeah, Leo, we'll give it a triple, we'll see what sticks. Oh, I got an alert, I got an alert. What was that? It's supposed to appear over everything else. Oh, I got a new subscriber, okay, let's see. YouTube Bob, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Naughty Band. Aww. Thank you, Bob. Sad boy, I live in a parallel world, but when I step outside my homeland is parallel to, like, the northeastern quadrant of the US and southeastern Canada. I hope I'll get to make more information about that known someday. Ah, yes, it goes deep. Oh, right, Chase, my debut. That's going to be August 28th. Why are the messages still disappearing? Oh, do I have to save? Oh, save settings. I see. Sad boy. Where I live is the area of my homeland that I live in is parallel to the my part is parallel to the US. But the northern reaches go up to where Canada is. Yes, August 28th. Pending other big agency events, like if Hololive EN 2nd Gen is going to announce that they're debuting on August 28th, I'm gonna move it. Aw, thank you. Alternate you. 19th parallel? Longhouse. It's more like the country and the continent. We've actually had cases of some people who have crossed through dimensional portals and landed in water in your world. It's, very unfortunate. Ah, the Philippines. Filipino bread gang, where are you at? A lot of you are in here. But yes, I'm a fan of, yes, my Oshi is a VTuber by the name of Rita Kamishiro of Prism Project. And, she has a very big, fan base of Filipinos and Filipino Americans. And Filipinos from other countries. Yes, I did! Where was I before we went on that tangent? My first Zatsudan as a VTuber, and I'm tangoing with the tangents. Priceless. Just priceless. Oh yes, working on the track. I didn't want to get into why. Oh, that's right, it's because it was still loading. Project info. FL Studio says that I spent a total of 30 hours and 40 minutes with the project open and actively working on it. So yeah, that was a lot of time invested. And I wanted to make sure I got every little detail of the original instrumental in there. They are part of the Zatsudan experience. I should know that better because I am a frequent patron of Zatsudan Project, which is what we call Prism Project. Yeah, and a lot of time was spent, not only getting the details of the original backing track in there, but I also had a bunch of recordings I had to discard. Unfortunately. Very unfortunately. Like, I might have tweeted about it, in the past. I had to throw away a whole session or two of recording because I sounded too raspy. My voice wasn't in shape. That was no fun. Me too, Monty. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. So glad to see you here. All right, sad boy. Give Bone-kun a good rest. And thank you. Kumusta? And of course, when it's time for a meal, kakain na. Aw, thank you, Racer. Then magandang... I don't remember what time of day. I don't remember what time of day it would be there. Like, if I was saying goodnight to someone here, would be magandang gabi. But yes, I hope your phone charges quickly. I don't know how much longer I'm going. I was originally going to stop in 19 minutes, but I've got a lot of mileage out of this. More than I expected. Okay, see you later, sad boy. Nordigenyo, Jesse. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you enjoyed the cover. Things do just... Yes, actually, the final night before I was able to do the mixing and mastering, the final mix and master, the recordings came out really clean. Oh? What was that? Yes! Thank you for the donation! Let's see the message. What was it? The message showed up really small on my with the way I had things set up, but where in Streamlabs is that? Hey yo, I appreciate that so much, Chase. Thank you. Yes, I'm so glad the Bread Gang's here to support me. Streamlabs thing. Oh, I found it! My donations. Congratulations on the new cover. I can tell you put a lot of work into it. Thanks so much for sharing it with the world. Looking forward to your debut. Thank you! Oh, donation history is in the account. Drop down. I see. Okay. I've only ever used Streamlabs for Twitch notifications. Twitch follow notifications. I never did set up affiliate in my past life. Debut 0.5, technically. Something like that. Aw, you're welcome, Chase. Fractional debuts. I'm hoping that I'll get some game streams in before my debut as well. Maybe even karaoke, but I still need to figure out, I still need to figure out the... what is it? Oh, you want to draw fan art? Oh, thank you! If you post it on Twitter, remember to tag it with Norilust. There. An exponential debut. I think that's the day that I finally get into, Hololive Miji-sanji or whatever. Aw, thank you, Chase. Hello, Stephen. Thank you for dropping by. And as they say, oh, hello from Germany, or as they say at Games Done Quick, greetings from Germany. Norigenyo! From my little corner of this, parallel universe. Good to know, Racer. Let's see, what else could I go over? Instrumental part of my cover. Oh, the lead guitar that I used for the solo, the guitar, and that little riff at the beginning. First hydration check. Oh yeah, so that lead guitar is one of FL Studio's built-in software synths, Citrus. There's a nice little guitar preset there. Well, it's not too great out of the box, but if you put amp sounds on it, you heard what it was capable of. I don't actually know how much Citrus has changed. I think it's the same as when I first started using it over a decade ago. It's really good. It's really good. Well, and Cliff It's got all this. It's got the stuff that you gave me. Dr. Drive, the overdrive pedal. Ignite emissary, the amp, and Nadir, the cabinet. And then of course I EQ'd it after the overdrive. And then after the amp and cabinet, I got a multiband compressor, reverb, and a limiter. Too much technical stuff, but but when I'm mixing, I do have to put a lot of different effects and plugins on each instrument. Thank you. And then the ambient sounds, the wind, rain, crickets. That was all dropped in almost last minute, except for the crickets, but those sounds were in the original. And I found free sounds that I could use without any attribution, copyright, any royalties. It all fell into place. And then I tried to get the timings to be kinda like, the original. Thank you, Hyper Epsilon. Thank you for dropping by, and thank you for enjoying the cover. Oh, and, the narration. That was actually one of the hardest parts because, I'm not used to speaking Japanese so quickly. Took me a bunch of tries, but as you heard, it went well. And I also tried to get the radio effects on the parts that used it. Oh, I'm not fluent in Japanese. I'm well behind Rita. I haven't passed an N5 test or anything, and she's on her way to N4. But I think I'm not too far off. That's another thing I want to do in future streams, Duolingo, and maybe Wanikani. Oh, yes. A mixing and production stream would be cool. I gotta figure out how to do it because, the software synth that I like to use the most, FreeFX Nexus 3, is, it has a way of doxing me. So I'm gonna have to, make some changes. So Dice, welcome! Thank you for dropping by. Definitely Chase. Never hurts to learn more Japanese. Flaming Phoenix subscribed 8 minutes ago, but I never got a notification. If you're here, thank you. Wow, 17 likes. A lot of people have been here. I didn't expect such a successful first stream. Yes. Hello. Hello, Hanaka Ayashi. Thank you for coming by. Nori get you, as I say. Did you get to hear the cover? Yes, me too. Phosphociterite! Nori get you! Thank you for dropping by. I'm glad you're here. Monte! What the? What? Did I hear successful first stream? Here's to many more. Thank you! Whoa. Whoa! Some more Ariel streams. Hmm, 265. I wasn't sure where I was gonna be at this point. But I'm happy with how far I've gotten so far. And it's the only way from here is up. It's super exciting. And I didn't expect I'd be Zatsudaning this well tonight. It's legit surprising. A long and fruitful career, I can get behind that. Same for you, Cliff. And you and I, we gotta collab together when my plates cleared off a bit. And for those who don't know, unless of course a big agency. Thank you for subscribing, Racer. So for those who don't know, I'm going to be debuting on August 28th, but I won't be releasing my album until sometime the month after. Because I want to make sure it's fully up to standard, and another big part is figuring out streaming services and storefronts like Spotify, iTunes. What else do people use these days? A fully polished gemstone. Huh? I hope that's what it'll be. Huh. I still have to finish I still have to make the scene for the MV in Blender, so I can change the background for the album cover. Oh right, I've got it here. big. For those who haven't seen it. I drew the background myself. It was for use in auditions. Oh, I'm discussing my future plans. I think you've seen the Simulants, the cover for my mini album, right? So I'm hoping to make a music video. I don't know when I'm going to release it, but I definitely want to get started on it. For my theme song, This Is My Voice. Thank you, Chase and Cliff. I hope it'll be I hope it'll be worth the wait. But what I'm thinking I'm gonna be doing, Konnichiwa. Oyaken-san. Mite kurete arigatou gozaimashita. So, what I plan to do here for the background, I'm hoping to make something like that, like, what I drew, but in 3D. And that'll be the backdrop for, some art that I'm going to be, commissioning from, most likely a friend from the Bread Gang. And that'll be, well, for the music video, this the lights, the light orbs and all that, and the model pose are going to be used in the cover, but for the video, I actually do have a little bit of a background in 3D art, but I never had the opportunity to get as good as I wanted. So yeah. You know me, I'm all about ambition. I've spent a whole lot of time not being ambitious. And I was finally tired of it. And that's what led to what you see now. And I'm proud. And I feel like I haven't wasted so much time because, well, VTubing as a viable, future for me didn't really seem like it was in the cards until recently. A violin, huh? I'm gonna have to make more use of it. There are actually violins in my theme song. Oh, good Cali line, Monty. Oyaken-san, thank you for following me on Twitter. Twitter follow arigatou. Oh yeah. So media source. Oh no, browser source. No, wrong button. my voice, I will be there to sing with hope and fight despair. I'm here for you, please don't forget. I'll light the long dark path ahead. This is my voice, I will shine bright to help you stand back up and fight. I'm here to be your healing light. I'll get you through this endless night. This is my voice, I will be there to sing of hope and fight despair. I'm here for you, please don't forget. I'll light the long dark path ahead. This is my voice, I will shine bright to help you stand back up and fight. I'm here to be your healing light. I'll get you through this endless night. You already heard that. If you want to hear it again, you can go watch it yourself. Hello, Resi. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming by. Did you get to hear the cover? Wow, this is still going strong. So yeah, that was my theme song. This is my voice. I've actually got a bunch of re-recording on it to do. That's why I didn't show. That's why the upload doesn't have more than that. Aw, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad to see so many people are enjoying the stuff I put out. It's never been like this before. With some exceptions, but this consistently and to this kind of scale, this is a first. It makes me so happy. VTubing has really opened so many new doors for me. Oh, trying to remember where I was again. Oh. Oh yes, so the album going to have a total of 6 tracks. I was originally planning for 7, but I've got a lot of work to do on these songs, and they're coming out they're all so ambitious, and I want to make sure that they all get the attention they need. And then while also not sacrificing my mental health too hard. But then there's the other part, the 6th song, Rise Up and Soar, you might have heard. The 6th track, Rise Up and Soar, is like the end to the story of the album. Because a lot of the stuff actually has to do with the history of my auditions and my work. So I start off by introducing myself as a character, and then we have Stargazer, my initial push for stardom, and then The Only Way, the song where I feel like, where I'm reminding myself not to get complacent. Aw, thank you all. Yes, Rezi, I will. I'll keep kicking everything that needs to be kicked. Managing scope is really important. And I'm glad, Leo. I'm glad that you're gonna be looking forward to my music. I think I know what I can do now. Can't show the footage. Because there's one thing I can't show yet, but let's see. Well, Leo, after all, Sound Horizon, which I haven't talked about enough, the original artist of the song I just covered, their thing is story music. So this is a horizon of my own. In some aspects. In fact, in a more significant sense than I intended. What I mean when Revo, the frontman of Sound Horizon, who's also known for his work on Attack on Titan's opening themes. When he influences all your writing, of course you're gonna have some similarities in... Even if the music has its own unique touches. A concept EP. Rezi, technically, the runtime for this thing is over 30 minutes, so it's got enough tracks to be an EP, but it's got too much runtime to be an EP, so I'm calling it a mini album. I'm glad I was able to escape that technicality. Desktop audio turned on. Before anyone else gets to hear, this is a crossfade of what I've got so far. This is my voice, I will be there to sing of hope and fight despair. I'm here for you, please don't forget, I'll light the long dark path ahead. This is my voice, I will shine bright to help you stand back up and fight. I'm here to be your stargazer, dream chaser, reaching out for glory, it's your time. Persist with your vision, you fight out the story in yourself. Back up and rise to the challenge
change this next part of your life in the balance. There's no easy path to your destination. The point where your dreams start to die. You need to face these final moments with unwavering intent. Can't go down without a fight when you're facing the end. Just remember that new friends and new adventures await. Find another way, you'll shine another day. Get ready for the storm, don't let it blow you away. The fire inside still burns, your efforts won't be in vain. Your spirit sails behind me and I'm starving for more. The long path ahead's not as dark as before. Much higher mountaintops away, I'll rise up and soar.
The reason I couldn't show the video was actually, I probably shouldn't speak on that. Though, I mean, with me, you can probably already deduct it. Oh, yes. I definitely wanted to make, even though none of those songs are technically in the vein that I was going for with that idea, I do want to make a Dragon Force style power metal track someday. Yes, Leo. All in good time. I'll show you. I'll be able to show that. I'm still trying to figure out when I want to drop that crossfade, though. I think I want it to coincide with my debut. I just have a bunch of recording to redo before that. And I don't have a release date set for this. So maybe I can give maybe I could say September, but a date I don't have. And then the other reason I wanted to separate it from my debut, a listening party stream. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Then I get to talk about each track. And it would be something of a premiere. Yeah, who needs dates anyway? Well, I mean, my debut does have to have a date. Wow. We've gone for well over an hour now. I forgot to turn on the BGM again. It's okay. There you go. We're comfy again. Oh yes, VTuber original songs are the best. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen as often as I'd like. Like, you have them dropping singles. Oh yes! Definitely, Steven. I'd love to go into the realm of folk music someday. As a matter of fact, Sound Horizon does some songs with that kind of influence. So I'd love to explore that. And who knows? One of these days, I might be able to do a cover of one of those songs. And then in the future, an original. With folk influences. I know that a lot of people in the past have tried fusing folk with metal, so it may happen sooner than I thought. See, I've liked albums too because of my time as a metalhead. So I mean, the EDM side that I've been into, they do a lot of that stuff too, but then when someone drops an album, it's special, it's extra special, you know? I'm thinking that maybe if I drop a whole album, I can also do something extra special. I think it'd be... pretty awesome. It would really help me stand out. And just thinking about that possibility, it does a lot to keep me going toward that goal of finishing it all and polishing it off and showing it to the world. I thought so, Steven. Trying to think of anything that I might have heard. Yeah. It's been a little while. But once I can finally get the tools to make that folk sound, maybe even maybe I might have to learn how to spend more time practicing with my guitar. That's another thing I could do in the future. Guitar practice streams. I'm not very good yet, I only know a few chords, but I think it'd be fun. Wait, what? Ooh, wow. I'm looking at OBS. It's outputting this stream 6,000 kilobits, 1080p, 60 frames per second, and it's only using 1.8% of my CPU. That's crazy! That is crazy. See, my old machine, it had trouble with 720p 60. Between thermal throttling and I don't know, I think it was using like anywhere between 10 and 25% of the CPU. But we're comparing a 2018 Core i5 to a 2021 Core i7. All of them are just shrugging. Oh, and I'm looking forward to the gaming streams because I've got an RTX 3080 now. Upgrading from a GeForce GTX 1060. Oh, this could be so much fun. I needed this upgrade. That's what happens when you buy a heavily discounted computer at the start. Well, when you buy something on deep discounts at a time when GPUs are scarce in 2018, and then you don't spend a whole lot of money afterward, and then you save up so much that you can splurge on the new PC. And my old PC was still pretty good. I still use it. In fact, I still make all my music on it. But yeah, it couldn't handle streaming. If you saw my interview with Monty Celana, who was here earlier, you can see how incredibly scuffed it was. That was between VTube Studio and what was I using? I know we were using Discord. Oh, yes. Discord. I was still using iPhone tracking, too. But iPhone tracking... VTube Studio... and Discord video chat. I was using VTube Studio's virtual webcam. And I was getting 100% CPU usage. My clock speed was throttling down to 790 megahertz. Bad times. Bad times. Oh gosh. As a certain she would say. Well, look at me now. And that was a whole tangent. Wow. That is easier than I thought. And a bunch of people are still here for it. Awesome. Alright. I've always wanted to do a YouTube raid. Now that we've got a decent number of people, and this has been going on for a decent amount of time. Yeah, let's raid my friend, who is also on YouTube. My friend Naruse Amachi. He's currently doing Japanese study with Duolingo. But it's more interesting because he's got some really good insight as someone who speaks Chinese going into Japanese with kanji knowledge. And he knows a thing or two about grammar because he got to take a Japanese class as early as high school. And we'll say to him, Norigenyo! Not yet, though. I'll formally take this to a close, and then we'll do that. So, yes, thank you all for watching. I'm absolutely stoked about the amount of support I got tonight. Thank you all! Hey. See you next stream. I might do something gorilla in the coming week. Until next time, Norigenyo! Or Ultinori. We'll figure it out. Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Racer. Thank you, Rezi. Thank you, Cliff. Thank you, Chase. Now let's drop by Naruse's stream and give him the first Norigenyo from us, from the Nori band. Peace out.